going on, guys? Welcome to the first ever episode of the IST podcast. Kind of an idea we've had the past couple months, and we're going to try to bring you guys content every single week. Things like why we program the way we are, why we need recovery, the purpose of scaling, CrossFit as a sport versus as for health, what to look for a gym. So many topics to come, but today we'll just be talking about our biographies and where we came from, what we like, and things like that. So I'll hand it off to Chris, the owner, for the first one.
Hi guys, my name's Chris Bell. I'm from Nanaimo, British Columbia, Canada. I'm 43 years old. I graduated from the University of Wisconsin Superior. I played hockey there for 4 years, played in 3 Frozen Fours. From there I went to St. Scholastica and earned my master's degree in exercise physiology. After that, I worked at the United States Olympic Training Center in Lake Placid, New York, and was a strength and conditioning coach. From there, my wife and I moved to Columbus, Ohio, and as a strength and conditioning coach there for 2 years. Trained youth athletes to the professionals and was the strength and conditioning coach for the Columbus Destroyers at the Arena Football League. In 2006, my wife and I moved back to Duluth, and we started Impact Sports Training to work with athletes in the Duluth Superior area. I was also the assistant strength and conditioning coach, assistant hockey coach with the men's hockey team at UW Superior afterwards. In 2013, we became a CrossFit affiliate. I've also worked for over 12 years with the University of Wisconsin Superior Health and Human Performance Department, lecturing a variety of different classes. In 2018, I completed my doctorate degree from the United States Sports Academy with a degree in sports management with an emphasis in sport performance. I have a wife, as I mentioned. We've been married since 2000. I've got 3 young boys, 2 cats, and a dog. That's it for me. I'll hand it over to Alex.
Good luck following that one up.
Well, I'm Alex Ture. I'm from Meadowlands, Minnesota. I'm 26 years old, and I grew up on a farm, and I worked on another farm, so that consumed most of my childhood. While I was out there, I got into fitness at about age 14. I was looking to get better at football, and my dad kind of showed me the way on how to lift some weights, some basic movements. That's kind of when it all started for me in terms of my passion for what I've been doing now. So I actually ended up training at IST as a high school athlete in 2010. I found out I was going to be going to Concordia St. Paul to play football, and I knew they did some Olympic lifting there, so I sought out the help of the coaches at IST, which was Chris Bell at the time. So when I went to Concordia St. Paul, I was there for 2 years. I studied exercise science. In between those 2 years, I interned at IST. Back then, we were working mostly with high school athletes, so I enjoyed that. After I graduated from Concordia, I came back to Duluth. I started working at IST. At the beginning, I was just doing personal training and continuing to work with our high school athletes. And Brendan and I were actually going to school together to get our master's degree from Scholastica. When I finished that, I started up more with coaching CrossFit. During that time, I was also competing in powerlifting, kind of made the transition now to competing in CrossFit. I really enjoy CrossFit. I enjoy the variety that there is, the many different movements and the challenges that come with that. And I'm very interested in nutrition as well, so I spent a lot of time learning about that. Currently, I'm married. I live in Piedmont, and I have a dog. So that's really all there is to know about me. I'll pass it down to Brendan.
All right. I'm originally from Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada, so 3 hours up the North Shore from Duluth. Just turned 30 years old. And grew up playing hockey, baseball, golf, and in 2006, 2007, got recruited to go play baseball at University of Wisconsin Superior. So I went there in 2007, played baseball, got into exercise science, actually met Chris during one of my classes. He was like a team handball coach or something like that, like one of the hardest one-credit classes in my life. But met him through that. There was an internship available. I took it and just came to love the field. And what it could do to help performance. So initially I was working with majority of athletes, then I got a little personal training, then more group training. And then we got into CrossFit. And that same year we got into CrossFit, Alex and I went to graduate school for our Master in Exercise Physiology from Scholastica. Started coaching CrossFit classes, and then from there we've been here ever since. We've really enjoyed the growing groups in boot camp and the CrossFit classes, and I've kind of loved this field because I get to help people out and for them to achieve what they want to get and their goals. So that's everything from me. We'll finish out with Joe here.
All right, thanks. I'm Joe, 24 years old. I'm from Elk River, Minnesota. Kind of how I ended up here. I've been active my whole life, did a bunch of different sports, pretty much anything physical and anything you can get sweaty and dirty. Enjoyed doing that growing up. That led me to St. Scholastica, where I played baseball during undergrad and pursued my undergrad degree in exercise physiology. During that time, I was an intern here, realized really quickly that I enjoyed everything about this place, the atmosphere, the people. Realized that this is the field I wanted to kind of pursue in, more of the private sector of strength and conditioning and whatnot. Recently just finished my master's degree from the College of St. Scholastica in exercise phys, and have been here helping out as a coach ever since then over the past year and a half. Probably the biggest thing I enjoy about coaching is the people. I didn't initially know if I would enjoy the private sector all that much. I thought maybe during undergrad I would lean more towards like collegiate level strength and conditioning, as coaching athletes and helping them develop is something I'm really passionate about, but I've really grown to enjoy coaching the CrossFit classes due primarily to the people and the energy it gives myself and kind of the enjoyment I get in my life out of it. So that's my bio.
All right. I guess I forgot. I have a girlfriend and a dog as well, so that's important stuff that I should have put in there.
And it's Joe's birthday.
And it's Joe's
Happy
birthday.
birthday,
Yeah,
Joe.
24, it's a new thing, so bring it in with the podcast.
And just to go with what Joe said, I think we all have that kind of that passion with the groups, and we love the energy, and I think we can't do this without you guys, and we really enjoyed that. Couldn't have asked for a better spot to be. So, do you guys have anything else?
Yeah, I've enjoyed these 13 and a half years since we've started Impact Sports Training. I credit these three young guys to the success that we've had in recent years and the success that you guys have had training with us. So I thank these guys and thank you for being part of the IST family.
You have anything?
I'm good.
That's probably a good sign off.
All right. So on the next episode, we're going to try to bring you guys basically who our gym's for. We think everyone, but why it's for everyone and what can differentiate us between other facilities possibly. And that's going to be our topic. And we're more than welcome for feedback on topics if you guys have any for ideas. We love to do this. So that's about it. Again, thanks for listening, watching. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope it's going to get better every time, and we know it will. So thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right. I think that went all right.
For a test run, that was pretty good.